If you have ever abandoned a diet because you felt completely exhausted, constantly hungry, and overwhelmed by complicated food rules, you are not the problem, your system is. Today I'm showing you the exact stress-free plan I use to hit my protein targets and build muscle without losing my mind or fixating on numbers. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima. If you are new here, we talk about books, personal development, and lifestyle. Right now I'm on a body recomposition journey, which is just a fancy way of saying that I'm building muscle while also shedding body fat at the same time. Before we start, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just sharing what works for my body and what completely failed. My goal today is to show you how to build a food system that feels natural, so eating well becomes something you actually look forward to. By the end of this video, I will give you the exact steps you need to take to build a system like this for yourself. Here is a bit of background. Growing up, I had an eating disorder. There are different types of eating disorders like bulimia or anorexia. For me, it was binge eating disorder. I'm sharing this context because when you want to build a system that truly works, you have to consider your circumstances, your instruments, your resources, and your risks, and then you build a system around that. When I buy groceries, I keep my rules incredibly simple. I only ask myself 3 questions. Does this food play nicely with my supplements? Do I enjoy eating it? And is it affordable? To keep costs down, I buy seasonal vegetables and fruits. For example, here in Georgia it was pumpkin season, and right now there are a lot of berries, watermelons. I buy whole chicken and fish in bulk and always look for sales or discounts on staples like canned tuna, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. To keep my energy steady without crashing, I follow simple formula for every meal. So every meal consists of protein, salt digesting carbs, natural fats, vegetables, and the greens. My morning routine is very specific due to how science works. So every morning when I wake up, I take iron and vitamin C, and for the body to actually absorb iron and vitamin C, I also make sure that I don't touch dairy, flour product, coffee, or tea 2 hours after I took the supplement. And another thing, eggs. You cannot have eggs if you drink iron. That's why for morning I also keep breakfast simple, so it's vegetables, chicken. After breakfast, I take other supplements, omega-3, vitamin B complex, and D3K2 spray. Because both D3 and omega-3 are fat soluble, I make sure that breakfast has a lot of natural fats. Think eggs, salmon, avocado. Because I like simplicity, my meals look almost the same every day. Here are my go-to plates. So it's tuna salad, 286 calories with nearly 43 grams of protein. Chicken salad coming at 416 calories and 52 grams of protein. Salmon and veggies, a heavier lunch or dinner that is around 550 calories and 46 grams of protein. Hi there, I'm editing the video and I noticed that I forgot to mention snacks and sweets. So if I want to eat something quickly, I will just grab dates or nuts. For sweets, I really like protein puddings, and sometimes I also love eating dark-seeded bread with Gouda cheese and soft-boiled eggs. Now let's get back to the video. On my training days, I mix creatine and protein together. So creatine that I take is creatine HSL from Muscle Tech. Protein is beef XP protein from Applied Nutrition in cola flavor. Creatine has 0 calories and protein has around 111 calories and 27 grams of protein per scoop. I take creatine HSL because creatine HSL dissolves 10 times faster than normal creatine. And for protein, I used to drink whey protein before, but I felt heavy afterwards, so I decided to test this Applied Nutrition and I really love it. Also, one tip that I found out about recently: to absorb creatine better, body needs some kind of carbs. So I usually take apple or banana right after I drink my creatine and protein shake. On the rest days, I take creatine after lunch, so I already have the carbs in my system to help the body absorb the creatine that I just took. To make this whole system work without losing my mind, I try to cook in bulk during my weekends or rest days. I don't cook every day. Instead, I make one big batch of rice, red or brown beans. I prepare zucchini or cauliflower or beetroot, what is available on the market right now. And I also make sure that I have a lot of protein. Since I buy chicken in bulk, I always boil them together at once, and once the meat is done, I chop the meat and put it into the giant container, which easily lasts me for about 3 to 4 days. Since all the cooking is already done, I only stop into grocery store once every 3 days to refill my fresh vegetables, fruits and greens. I also boil a lot of eggs, so I have them available in the fridge whenever I feel hungry or I just want to eat some protein and fat. So this is how I hit my protein targets every day without losing my mind and without an ounce of stress. To give you some context on my daily targets and why my calorie intake might seem relatively low, you need to understand my parameters. I am 157 centimeters tall and weigh 47 kilograms. I try to eat 2.5 grams of protein per 1 kg of body weight to build muscle now, so that my body stays strong, functional, injury-free when I get older. Because I wanted to automate all this process to calculate macros and to keep track of my food intake, I decided to build a custom fitness coach using Cloud AI. I gave it all my data, my medical data, my height, my weight, my goals, my food preferences, and at first everything was perfect. I really loved it. It simplified my life so much, so I could just ask Claude to calculate and build me a table. After some time, after 2 weeks of using Claude, period was approaching, so I started noticing that I have difficulties falling asleep and I feel constantly hungry. And because I was so fixated on numbers, I was so afraid to go over calorie budget that AI gave me. I also started logging my complaints about the food, the hunger, and also anxiety around how much activity I have per day, how many steps I have per day. The AI actually noticed the change in my tone, the anxiety behind my questions, and it said that it will not help me anymore. AI recognized that I was falling back into my old binge eating patterns, gave me the contacts of help groups worldwide. Unfortunately, by that time, the intense hunger and anxiety already triggered my binge eating, so I ended up overeating for a couple of days anyway, and I gained a bit of weight. If you have ever struggled with an eating disorder, please hear me. Take things slowly with a lot of grace and love towards yourself. I'm still using AI, but I am the boss. I am the one who decides how much I want to eat and what foods I want to eat. Of course, I try to keep the calorie targets for the day to make sure that I hit my protein targets, which is really important to build muscle. But I'm not that overly fixated on the total calorie budget that I hit for the day. I only use AI as a calculator now. I have my food diary table on sheets, and I just ask the AI to calculate the food that I'm taking. So I basically weigh all my food on my little kitchen scale, and then per item I include the information how much it weighs, and then the AI just gives me how much calories overall I have for the meal. I also manually set my calorie targets for the week before period higher, because women's body burns from 100 to 300 calories more during this phase anyway, and for the rest of the months after the period I am back to my normal target. If you want to build a stress-free system for you right now, here are 3 steps that you need to take today to make it happen. Step 1, go to the comment section and download free calorie tracking and training templates I built. Step 2, pick 3 comfortable meals that you enjoy eating and have a 2-hour window in your weekend to batch cook and cook in bulk so it can last you long. And step 3, listen to your body. Do not fixate on numbers. If you go out with friends, it's something that you really enjoy, just ask the kitchen to go lighter on sauces and enjoy your meal. Mental health and physical health go hand in hand. This new journey started in May, so a lot of it is still an experiment, and I'm going to share how it goes right here on this channel. But for now, look at your own life, your routines, and protect your peace. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know about your experiences in the comments below, and and share your go-to high protein meal. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!